Focus Inspired.
Hello everyone, I'm Luki, a career catalyst and the founder of Focus Inspired, and welcome to the Career Q&A series. Today's question is, how do I know if I'm networking correctly? For those of you who follow me, you know my approach to networking is to BMC, to build meaningful connections. You start by making connections, then you make them more meaningful, and then you continue to build off of them. So as you're BMCing and networking, building relationships, how do you know that you're doing it the right way? Well, generally speaking, for any answer to how to network question, my response is to care. So what you first need to do is interpret care in terms of the context of the situation. So how do you know that you're networking correctly? Well, are you caring about that person? Well, that might not be a very obvious way to figure out whether you're networking correctly. So another way, another perspective that I encourage you to think about is to compare it to the context of dating. So with professional networking, it's basically a human relationship. You're connecting with someone and you're trying to build a meaningful relationship with that person. So if you compare it to dating, how does what you're doing from a networking context compare? So oftentimes I would be on a professional networking site like LinkedIn, and someone will connect with me and essentially not even send a personalized connection request. So how do you compare that to dating? It's just someone coming up to you and standing in front of you, smiling and saying hi. Okay, what would you do in that context? It's a little bit awkward, so maybe you want to introduce yourself first. Give yourself a little bit of context in terms of why you want to reach out to this person and connect with them. So let's say you did that. Some of the most common messages to me are something like, oh, I am a professional with this many years of experience, with this level of working or degree or whatever. Would you mind helping me to get a job? All right, so if we translate that into the world of dating, then essentially what you're doing is to go to someone and say, you know what, I've got a lot of marriage material type great personal qualities. Would you mind introducing me to your group of friends to see if anyone wants to marry me, right? Probably not a great way to approach that. You'd probably want to get to know me first. You'd probably want to let me get to know you, and hopefully to be curious, interested, and ideally to add value to me so that I can say, hey, this person is an upstanding person, and I would definitely want to introduce my friends, my relations, to see if they'd be interested. And if you've been adding value and helping other people, then you can see how that can go a long way. So I encourage you to, as you're thinking about networking, is one, ultimately to care. And an easy way to see whether you're caring is if you compare it to dating, to see would your interactions basically put you in the position to potentially court someone, to date them, to marry them, or to build a meaningful connection with them. So that's how I encourage you to think about networking correctly. And that's it for me for this episode. And comment below with any questions you guys would like me to address in the next episode. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as we'll be posting new content every Tuesday, and follow us on our social media to be updated with future events and workshops. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next